hiding down in the brush thinking about having a calf. There's getting the knife sharpened up on the chopper. I don't know if you can hear me or not. I got everything greased up and ready to go. Just touch up these knives a little and set the shear bar. Get the bagger ready to go. See if we can chop some hay tomorrow. Anybody's curious how this works, you put a belt on to this hydraulic motor and this turns that drum backward. Then you got a stone mounted on this, and then we just pull that back and forth, and then this raises and lowers the stone. Much better, you know, same concept of what's on the old chopper, but much better setup, a lot faster. A lot of guys like to leave the belt right on here. I just soon take it off. I figure it's just sitting there. It's getting a little unnecessary wear on it. So yeah, you just pull this up to tighten that belt, and then that shield there's got notches to hold that up in the air. So yeah, pretty simple. Next day, it's getting cows fed now. Dad and a buddy of mine are out raking. Finished getting the chopper ready to roll and see if we can get some chopping done. Supposedly they got a chance of storms for tonight. I don't think it's a very big one though. We'll see how she goes. Run a little behind this morning, had to put sand in the stalls. All takes extra time. I'm always half tempted to put mattresses in instead of doing the sand, but I don't know. May have to price that out someday. I'll show you guys this wagon here quick. This is that wagon we cobbled that old John Deere beater in, but we were having trouble with it leaning. If I remember right, I think something broke on it. It sat overnight with a load of corn silage on it. I don't know, I'm assuming that's what happened, but anyways, tried to straighten it back up, and I think kind of what was going on is these holes here, we didn't kind of wall it out. Now, if anybody remembers, I replaced all these boards 2 winters ago, put all rough cut oak boards in, but yeah, so I did do helps keep everything straight. So I cut some more of those oak boards and then oversize these bolts, put big bolts in, and then yeah, every upright I put these in. It's like yeah, back on the ends they have these, but they don't have them in the middle, so every middle board, and it still tips just a touch. I don't know if a guy could put a cable and a turnbuckle on there to try to straighten that up the rest of the way, or I don't know, it don't seem bad if just kind of blow a little more silage to one end, I guess, so it seems to work. Well, they got about 2 loads left. Now it looks like they upped the chance of storms here in the next couple hours, so hard to say. I guess we'll get lucky, I guess, as long as the chopper don't break in between now and then. Alright, well, what I'm up to here is I'm going to try to make a couple of spacers for my disc spine for cutting my sorghum Sudan. On the old disc spine, I had just taken a hunk of steel and welded on there for a stop, but it worked pretty good. But I think something to basically act like a cylinder stop, but actual cylinder stop, since they're split, and that comes down on an angle. I'll show you guys that here in a bit. I think we'll make those cylinder stops want to spread apart and probably fall out and lose them. So I'm hoping to take this tubing here, and I got to get my height right, and then I'll have to cut some angles on it, and then cut this out here and drill a couple holes to put probably 2 pins in to hold it in place, and something like that. Anyways, we'll see. Alright, that's kind of the idea I got so far. I'll have to raise the disc spine up, take these stops out, and then lower it down until I get the height right. I want to cut that sorghum, I don't know, 5-6 inches, something like that. I'll double check on that. I don't quite remember. Alright, well, that's what I come up with. Hopefully I got the length right. Keep that sorghum cut tall enough, so yeah, we're gonna bolt them in place here on the other side, and I'll lower it down and see how far we are from the ground, and I may have to cut a little more off. If anything, I got them a little extra tall, but yeah, we'll see what we get into. And yeah, I guess I'm gonna go knock that sorghum Sudan down. Alright, locked in. I think I got that height just about right. I'm about 5.5 inches, give or take, depending on how the ground lays. But yeah, I'll have to take her out in the field and see what it looks like. A lot of stuff out here. I'd say we got our height pretty close for that to grow back. Don't really see where much or any beans came, but yeah, still a lot of stuff out here. So we'll keep knocking her down. Hopefully it'll dry out some, because boy, that stuff is wet. Nothing wants to dry in all this humidity. Not a whole lot of sun. A little breeze today helps a little. looks like the hay's ready. Sorghum Sudan's really wet yet, so Dad ran the tedder through it yesterday, and he's gonna go rake that up now. And I'm gonna go chop a little bit of hay while he's raking, and yeah, see if we can get everything done up today, and then let's swap over for corn silage. I'm gonna open up a field for a buddy of mine, and I think the following week we'll be probably pretty close to going. Corn's getting there. Away we go. Tell you, gotta get used to this. Air conditioning, quiet. Been a great chopper so far. The corn, it's getting dented here and there, so I would think another week or two it'll be ready to roll. Hopefully that sorghum Sudan's going to dry out today. It was supposed to be sunny. It was supposed to be sunny yesterday too, but not very good drying. Cows hanging out in their mud hole they made under that tree. Don't use any of them other trees, guys. Stay in that mud hole right there. Bunch of clowns. Well, I guess we're gonna unload with the 806. I got the Comfort King tied up on the buggy. I'd use the 986, but getting in now, that cab gets old after a while. Alright, here's first load of sorghum Sudan. Dried down better than I thought it would today. Still got plenty of moisture in it, so yeah, piling up pretty good so far. Alright, well I guess that's a wrap for everything for right now, so yeah, we'll probably be back here in a little while and be chopping corn silage. I guess till then, thanks for watching, we'll catch up later.